Y'all, this is like my favorite song of all time right now. Nikki doesn't like it.
It's not that I don't like it. I've heard it 100 times.
Because I wake up to it every morning. Oh, see, you was about to sing it. See what I'm saying? She's playing games and she was just about to sing it.
Because I know it.
The intro is so long to the song, okay?
That's how songs were back then.
It's real.
Who was it by?
Sister Sledge.
Okay, I wanted to know if you knew.
Everybody, let me tell you about my love but to you. Okay, let's just stop. I'll play my song at my own time. We are back by popular demand. We're back like we never left. The Erica Jones and my trusty sidekick, my bestie,
Nicole Sanders.
She's so dry. Just dry. The people are wanting to hear from you.
Mm-hmm.
See, she's blowing her head up. She's thinking she is a celebrity. Anyway, so we're back by popular demand. And today we're just going to talk about random things. It's so much that's been going on.
Like a gumbo. You know, gumbo is full of stuff. So
this is a gumbo. This is what we're going to call it?
Yes, gumbo.
Okay, that's good. There's been so many things going on since we've talked to you guys last. I think we were quarantining at that time, though, the last time we made a video. The world has opened up a little bit more. We're in phase 2 in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And basically, we're just going to talk about some of the things that have been going on since the last time we saw you last. So,
obviously, you see something different with my hair. I am sister locking.
Oh, go ahead.
So I'm excited to see as it grows and gets full. Praise the Lord, my bass calf is out.
Oh, come on, Jesus.
Give God the glory.
Come
Hallelujah,
on,
Jesus.
Come on.
So, what we gonna start
That
off?
girl got that bass calf out her neck. You hear me? I got sick of seeing those tubes coming out.
And when the doctor showed it to me, he was like, "Do you want to see it?" I had my head down. I said, "No,
Nikki, this is the second time though. So what you?
But it's literally a tube that they sent all the way through, and it's a velvet part that stops right here. But the rest of the tube goes to my heart. So,
Wow,
yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay. So again, Nicole has called this gumbo. I'm calling it randoms. First off, for some reason, she wants to talk about her childhood and
I want to
how
talk
she was
about
weird.
growing up. Growing up in a holiness house with
This is a whole
Pastor Pastor Melvin L. Sanders and First Lady Myrtle Sanders.
Okay.
We had to abide by certain rules. We moved from Gary, Indiana. I was like 4, and when we got here,
you're from Baton Rouge.
I'm from Gary, Indiana. When we got here, we joined a particular organization, and you know they didn't believe in makeup. And I've mentioned this before. Didn't believe in earrings, and my dad came to the realization that those were man-made rules, concepts. So I remember one time, I think this was after my dad passed, and we were still going to the conventions, and this particular convention was in Miami. And back in the day with the PAW, wherever the conventions were, they had host churches that they would charter buses where you could go get meals. Okay. So, because people were, y'all never did that with COGIC?
Not that I know of.
Because at the time, PFW was doing 2-week conventions. So you were literally spending $2,000 or more on staying in a hotel. So host churches would have meals, which would be a little bit less expensive. So, you know, mommy would let me wear my studs or whatever. We get on the bus. I went and bought some cheap big hoop earrings. Stuck them in my ears. And what made me think she would notice it?
I don't know, because you're silly.
She looked at me. She said, "Take them off and put them studs back in your ear." Then there was another time that I wanted to get into makeup. And I don't know what it was I put on my face, but I looked orange. And Mommy didn't let me wear makeup.
Like 45. Come on.
Mommy didn't let me wear makeup. I have to say, she ruled with the iron fist. And I respect her. And of course, she made me take the makeup off as well. When my daddy bought me my first pair of heels, I was like 14. He bought them at Payless. See, my daddy was a very involved father. He bought them at Payless. And I came in with my heels on. Mommy said, what you going to do with those? I said, wham. She said, no, you're not. I wasn't able to wear heels till I was like 18.
Oh.
I wasn't able to really get my hair cut.
Oh,
and then,
that's hard.
Oh, what you mean? So you didn't abide by those rules? Oh,
my mama didn't care nothing about that.
Oh, when I was able to get my hair cut, she let me cut it in a bob. So I said, well, can I get some highlights? She said, dark ones. So Tanya put some auburn highlights in my hair. But when I tell you, after I made that,
that's why
made that mark. I cut it all off. And was able to
turned into a heathen.
And was able to do what I wanted to do.
A devil.
But what was your experience
big devil.
And being in church all the time. Monday night prayer, Wednesday night Bible class, Friday night evangelistic service, Sunday morning worship service, Sunday evening service. Now, what was your experience?
Well, I wasn't stricken with that type of upbringing. I did grow up in a holiness. Well, I can't say my house was a holiness house.
Oh,
I mean,
yes, you did.
No, because my mother didn't. I mean, she was saved, but you would have to talk to her to understand. I'm just speaking from her, the way that she saw things.
Okay.
If you were raised in a family that were pastors and you know, whatever. My family wasn't that. So we went to church. Don't get me wrong. But every time the door opened.
This is the Church of God in Christ. What?
No. Don't do that. No, ma'am. Now, if you're gonna sing our song, you're gonna get it right. Leave it alone.
Okay.
Let it go.
But she grew up COGIC. I grew up apostolic.
I grew up COGIC, but again, my mother let us do things. I mean, of course, we couldn't wear pants in church.
We did things too that don't make it seem like.
Did.
Yes, we did.
We couldn't. First of all, I'm talking. You had your time.
You ain't gonna say that about my.
You had your time.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Again, we were able to, you know, do a little bit more, I feel, than y'all. But I could not wear pants to church. I had to wear a skirt every time I went in there. I remember one time my first lady, rest her soul, Georgia May Brock, missionary Georgia May Brock, saw me with lipstick on my, fingernail polish on my nails. She told me to eat it off. And I just sat there in the front row and was tearing it up.
If your mama let you do it, why would you eat it off? Because she said
maybe the lady was something.
See, that's the man-made concept.
I'm still talking.
Oh.
But
Glory.
we went to church. Monday was choir rehearsal. Tuesday was Bible band. Wednesday was sunshine band meeting and purity class. See, y'all don't know about that. Thursday night was home and foreign mission. Then the quilting. They used to quilt and all of that. Friday was the and this is weird. Was there like they didn't call it midweek service, but it was like a church service on Fridays. Saturday would be a musical or a pageant where you raise money and you walk down the aisle.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
We've had those.
And then Sunday you had Sunday school. You had regular church. And we were in church. If we went to Sunday school at 9 or 10, I think it was, we would be in church at 2:30, 3 o'clock in the evening.
We were too, with my dad.
And we would have to come back.
Yeah.
For
evening service.
Lord, I'm trying to think of willing workers are needed. Work while it is YPWW. Young people willing work. YPWW. Young people willing workers. Work while it is day.
Oh, right.
Work while it is day. Hurry, children. children. That was the song. And my aunt used to sing it all the time. That's who started it all. So we would get to church at 6 o'clock. We wouldn't get out there about 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. And we were in a bad neighborhood, like where Pleasant Valley is. They shooting everything over there.
And then you got to be up for school the next morning.
Baby.
We used to have to come. Mama, we got homework. Bring it with you.
Oh, we
We'd
couldn't
be on
bring
the
guys
back,
with us.
we were on the back row doing homework while church was going on. And when I was younger, I made it a mission. I would sit and observe everything that went on, and would come back home and mark everybody that shouted.
But she don't know how to shout right now. I tried to teach it the other day. How do you shout? I say, baby,
it's not how do you shout. I just don't shout. I'm a weeper.
Practice.
I'm a wailer. I'm a wailer.
You get home and you just, go from side to side. We tease people too, but they made us get up and shout. You're not going to just sit there and think you're going to play and twiddle in your hands. Get your butt up and...
They made us go to the altar, even when we didn't want to go. Think of Jesus,
Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus. And then we had a, God rest his soul, Sonny Jackson. He used to be on the guitar. Jesus. And baby, we used to have us a good time at church. I ain't gonna lie. Church was the bomb back then.
Yeah.
And y'all want to come to church and get out of church in an hour. Baby, we used to be dwelling in church. Yeah. I mean, a whole 4 or 5 hours. And then we had somebody that used to sell, my great aunt used to sell hot dogs and potato pies, sweet potato pies, and pecan candy. I mean, we'll just go
tea cakes. Yeah. Mommy used to sell orange balls. They were so delicious.
What is that?
They were orange balls rolled in coconut.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
like those little snowball things that they sell. Is that it? It's like a marshmallow.
They were called orange balls. I doubt. They were very good.
That's like everything. We don't know nothing about no orange balls.
My mother back in the day used to do a whole lot of different things. And she was going to do what it was necessary for the finances of the church, because we were and still are a small church. So we had to do whatever. She was a good first lady. She did whatever was necessary.
Kudos to
and regardless of what she said, we lived a sheltered life, but we didn't live a sheltered life because we still were able.
Did y'all go to prom? Did you go to prom?
Had no desire. We were saved.
But did you go?
We were saved and sanctified. Yes, I went to prom. I went to somebody else's prom. And we...
That ain't got nothing to do with no... We about to get off this subject.
No, I went to somebody else's prom.
12 minutes and 52 seconds.
I had no desire to go to prom. This person asked me to go to prom, and that person still has an obsession with me to this day. So I went to dinner with him, went to prom, and they were playing all the worldly music, and I just felt so convicted by it. I said, I'm ready to go. My sister-in-law made my prom dress, baby. I went to prom. Tiny didn't go to prom. Sylvia probably stuck out the house and went to prom. But yeah, there was some... I was surprised my mother let me go, though. But anyway, we're going to finish.
That's enough about that.
Yeah.
Next. Okay. So, we talked about how we were reared, and we really didn't talk about how we was reared. Let me say one more thing. I got a whipping every day. And that's all I'm saying. I got beat no, I'm serious. I got a whipping every day. My brother didn't get nothing.
Because your brother,
a good child.
He was a good child. Yeah.
Got tore up every day. But anyway, so we talked about our upbringing and in the church. That's what we're gonna say about that. Let's talk about this COVID-19 quarantine social distancing. I can never say that word.
Distancing.
Experience.
For me, it was horrible. I'm a very feminine woman. And I had to take my nails off.
Yes.
I had press-on nails.
Did. Kept stealing mine. I never put them on.
And would get upset when I even went in for my surgeries. One popped off. I told Tanya, "Oh Lord, find my nail. Find my nail now. Find my nail." Couldn't get my feet done. Was doing my own pedicures.
Yeah.
And when I tell you, when they opened up the nail shops,
we were a little
I said I was cautious
skeptical.
because I didn't go back to my regular nail tech because she's Vietnamese and she has a shop of about 7 techs. So I knew that when they opened it up, there was not going to be 7 techs are going to have 7 customers. So I chose to go to a black-owned business.
Come on.
And she's done a great job. Tarla Cooper, look her up. Puts that natural hump in your nails. She's doing different things to my nails. Really love her. Check her out. Excellent. So,
I mean, this has been an experience. This has been something I've never been through before.
Yeah.
You know, with the mask and having to put a mask on, and especially with you dealing with the kidney failure, you know, you weren't able to go and do a lot of the things that a lot of people were still doing. Like you would go out to the grocery store, maybe here and there. I would go out mostly.
Right.
And you would go to your dialysis treatments, of course. But the most you've gone is maybe to your mom's.
To my mom's. And even with them.
In church.
In church. Even with them open phase 2, I told her, you know, if she wants to go some places, just be cautious. But she really doesn't go anywhere for the safety of me and going around somebody that might be carrying, you know.
Yeah, because it's sometimes not detectable, so you just don't know.
But I told Erica, I want us to go get tested.
I'm not going
CVS is offering it.
I ain't got no COVID.
Just so I can say I'm negative.
I ain't got no COVID. I'm negative. Because see, when you speak it into existence.
I'll tell you what. This is the most home-cooked meals I've ever cooked in my life.
And baby, when I tell you I am fat. I mean, stomach hanging off like that girl that was saying, you about to lose your job. And mine going to just lose your job. Mine just shaking.
She's not telling the truth.
I'm telling y'all. My trainer said, let me see if something kicking. I said, get your hands off of me.
Well, a lot of people that I've seen on Facebook, they've taken advantage of the being inside. Being inside. Now, but I have to say, I had put on quite a bit of weight.
She doing it.
Prior to, and I told y'all, once I set my mind to do it, I was going to do it. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm feeling all right, blood pressure okay. I hit it early in the morning. I walked this apartment complex backwards and forwards, come inside, do my workouts on the floor. 20 pounds, baby.
Can I say something?
With a lot more to go.
Don't be offended. Let me hug you. Y'all, I ain't gonna lie, I had looked at Nikki and I said, now wait a minute here. What is going on here?
Yeah.
Now you just wait. And let me tell you, you are the first to know when you putting on weight. Because I'm telling you, you were about to lose your job. I said, I'm gonna go get this off of me.
I was miserable.
I mean,
my back, I couldn't stay, like if I cooked, I had to sit down. The weight, I mean, even my mother said, I didn't want to say nothing to you. But
I didn't want to say nothing either.
She said, my baby is putting on some weight.
But it's honestly, when you're not moving around, we're used to getting out and going and walking and doing different things, getting out of the car, going different places, eating and all of that.
When you go from
your room to the kitchen, or from your room to the bathroom, back to the dining room or living room, wherever you sit, and sit in the recliner and put your legs up. I had a routine every day.
Yeah.
And I am a candy lover. I will eat a whole bag of lemon heads. Nigga was like, I thought you bought them lemon heads for me. Baby, them things been gone. 2 days ago. But it's like, you don't have nothing else to do, so you just walk and eat.
But see, but initially that's how but I put the weight on before the quarantine.
Okay.
You know, I put the weight on before quarantine had happened.
Well, maybe it was just gradually.
Yeah, it was just, but
that's how weight will do you, I'm telling you.
But when it hits, it hits.
Ooh, no, because it's not noticeable. So while it's coming on 1 pound, 2 pounds.
But see, we have frames that, fortunately, from our parents, we can carry a lot of weight. And I'll tell you, after I've lost all my weight, I'll tell you where I started. Because when I told her where I was, she didn't believe me. And mommy's like, I told my mother, she was like, there's no way possible. I said, yeah, I was. But thank God for these big body frames, baby. we can carry it.
But see, with me, on the other hand, when I start gaining weight, it goes to my stomach and like the sides and like my butt and my thighs and stuff. That ain't cute. Ain't nothing cute about it. I'm telling you, I be walking around here looking like, anyway.
But we, you know, it's still, you should take advantage of. Some of us, well, I don't work, some of us. The ones that are not working, are working from home, go hit a track.
Yeah.
Now is the opportunity for you.
Remember we were walking over there by
Woodline Middle.
Yeah, we were doing that.
And I would go early, and if it filled up too much, I would just, leave. So, yeah. But
this COVID-19, this quarantining, this social distancing has been something. I must say.
And it's going to be 2021 for me. Because, child. Yeah. Phase 1, 2, 3, and 4. Numbers are already going up.
Yeah, because people are going out here and doing things like
stupid. You still having large gatherings.
Yeah, and let me throw this little plug. I will have my royalty mask.
Oh yeah.
Coming real soon. I gotta allow this money, Lord. Rich Fresh. I'm doing a collaboration with him. I don't know if you guys have seen his mask, but they're very cool. So I'm gonna get my logo on them. So yeah, I'm excited about that. So y'all hit your girl up. I'm trying to have my t-shirts and stuff back up too as well, because I had to send all my t-shirts back except the ones that I sold that night of my show because they were brown.
They were, yeah, they had some.
And I spent, what, $800? I'm not going to tell you how many. But anyway, I like quality things.
So when do you think we will start living a normal?
I feel like normalcy will never be again.
Yeah.
I think this is the new norm. I don't, because with this vaccine, people are afraid to even get this injection in their body. You don't know what that is. So I would rather take my chances, wear my mask, still do social distancing, and just kind of live my life until this is, I'm not even gonna say over, because
and as long as orange 45. Because I think he had something behind this.
Ignorance.
That's just my thoughts about it.
Of ignorance.
Please vote.
Please.
Please vote.
Y'all, please.
Please, please, please.
So, let's delve into this. And I told Nikki we're going to try to stay.
I thought we were supposed to do what?
Well, we need to talk about the protesting and stuff first so we can then go into that.
Okay.
Rest in peace to Mr. George Floyd.
Breonna Taylor.
Is it Ahmaud
Arbery?
Arbery?
Yeah.
Sorry, we're butchering the names. But you guys know what we're talking about.
But y'all, it's people that has been kept on the hush hush.
Yeah. Alton Sterling, still no justice.
No justice.
So many that we can name. And you guys already know the stories and I know about all these people, but I think that Mr. Floyd's situation just awakened the whole United States of America.
It did.
To see someone die before your eyes, that was
I didn't watch
gut-wrenching to me.
I didn't watch it.
I watched it because I'm just always curious to see what, and this did something to me like nothing else. And I'm not trying to downplay anybody else's deaths due to police brutality.
You saw it. You were able to see it.
I watched him become limp and lifeless. And I commend the protesters. I haven't been able to participate in a lot of the things that they're doing out and about because of the situation that you're in and trying to keep us safe and her safe. But you doggone Skippy, I have been posting, I have been putting my 2 cents and 3 and 4 and 5 cents in when it comes to this situation, because this has gone on too long.
I appreciate the way Baton Rouge is protesting and other countries and other states, but you can disagree with me and we can talk about it.
Come on.
I do not agree with you tearing up your city that you live in. How about you go burn down your house? and let's see how you feel. But what gets me is you're burning down black-owned businesses.
Yeah, y'all aren't privy of what whose businesses you're burning.
And then it's these younger people who are just, and I know,
or knowledgeable, not privy, knowledgeable.
I know that I've seen the videos of other races that have started.
Yeah, they now. Hey, let's get it together now. With our other Caucasians are helping in a lot of this destruction.
They are,
and they trying to blame it on us.
Right.
You know, because anything that's wild and outlandish and crazy is always pinned on black people.
And even the cops are the video of the cop that busted all the windows out of the AutoZone. Well, he's fired now.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Nowadays, this right here will get you in a world of trouble, because somebody is always sitting back in the gap, video and taking pictures. So y'all better be mindful of the stuff y'all do. And shout out to Ruben Lael, because he brought awareness to those bricks. And when I tell you, he got some real publicity behind that, because they were setting up bricks for people to throw. Setups. I mean, we have to be wise. I feel like we can hit them where it hurts, and that's in the pockets. Let's stop spending money with these people. We have too many educated black people, smart black people, that have come up with all type of inventions and creations that we can support. But if we're going to support you, we got to step that customer service game up.
But before we go into that, it's a lot of, and I hope I never experience this, because I swear to God.
Oh, here we go.
I'm going to be in jail. There are Caucasian people walking around purposely coughing. I've seen 2 videos of it in a restaurant. And it was a brawl afterwards.
I bet.
But I have a neighbor. When I come from dialysis, neighbors, a bunch of weed heads, they are always on the balcony. And they go in that storage room to smoke their weed. So that's why it seeps into our apartment. We noticed that every time
we get out of our vehicles or we walk down that breezeway, they start coughing. And I'm not for the games and the drama and
all of it. I let it pass for about 2 or 3 weeks. Then last week, the Lord has helped me with my impulse control. But I turned around and I said, I'm not for it today. You coughing every time we passing by? Do it again. I would have taken, coming from Dallas, I would have taken all 3 of them down. Don't you sit up and cough every time I pass. And I know we're outside. I don't want it on me. So when I forget to have my mask on, I'll either cover my face, and they still would cough.
Yeah, they're just ignorant and stupid.
Don't do it.
I got out of the truck one day and I heard the girl coughing before I even got my foot on the breezeway to walk down. I did a whole U-turn and went in the other direction, because I'm not for it. I don't know what y'all got. Y'all don't do nothing but smoke weed and cough and fight.
Yeah, he beat her up so one day that she should have been a piece of the plaster of the wall.
Yeah, he throws you into the wall and knocks your head. I mean, y'all ain't tired of fighting. And then there's probably spirits in there, because that girl killed herself in that apartment.
Somebody committed suicide.
So yeah, you probably got all kinds of spirits jumping on y'all. We prayed up over here though, so don't send your spirits this way, because we prayed up.
But with the protesting, we need to support black-owned businesses. And I'm honest, I don't eat a lot of that soul food. And, you know, I'm more of a cuisine eater. You know, I like cook cuisines, you know. But
we're all for black-owned businesses. But give us a reason to come. Give us a reason to patronize.
Clean,
yes.
Customer service.
Please.
That's where the problem comes in supporting Black-owned businesses. It's the customer service.
Yes.
If you have an issue, instead of them just taking care of whatever your issue is, you might even possibly end up in an argument with somebody if your food wasn't right. So, you know, it's one thing to open up a business, but it's another thing to have excellent customer service. Customer service is what will keep you in business.
Absolutely.
Because word of mouth.
It travels. It travels, and I'm going to say this: a lot of the restaurants and the places that we eat that are white owned, there's somebody Black in the kitchen.
Yeah.
That's who's cooking the food. Now, don't get me wrong. You know, some places have white chefs and Asian chefs.
Yeah.
But for the most part,
it's us.
We are in the kitchen. So why can't we come together? Go get a loan from somewhere. And y'all, when you get the loan, pay it back. That's why the credit is hard.
Well, see, that's why the SBA during this crisis outsourced all them loans.
But you can't get it if you're going through Chase and they
Chase, and you know the standards for Chase is high.
Yeah.
Capital One. So that's why Magic Johnson donated $100 million for small Black-owned businesses.
I didn't know that.
Yes, he donated $100 million for Black-owned small businesses, so they can disperse the money out because so many people were denied. See, and they don't want these businesses to come back and after this is over and thrive.
And see, that's why I said I did not know he did that.
Yeah.
But I said, you know, with your Beyonce, your Jay-Z, Kanye West, you know, Diddy, Oprah Winfrey.
And what has Oprah done? Besides having that special Tuesday and Wednesday that I didn't watch. And I wasn't interested in watching. Is she a billionaire, isn't she?
She is.
Now, I know that she does a lot of stuff in behind the scenes. But this is one time
we need to see. We need to hear.
We need to see.
And I know a lot of people don't like to put their business out there. Because I know I didn't know that a lot of the stars paid towards Mr. Floyd's memorial. They said that Al Sharpton read off, you know, Tyler Perry and all of these people that did contribute. So I feel like they have been doing things, but at the end of the day, like I said, your Beyonce, your Jay-Z. Jay-Z is a billionaire. Oprah is a billionaire. Kanye West is now a billionaire.
Is he?
Yes.
Kanye West gave the $2 million towards the little girl, George Floyd's youngest baby. But I want the stars to realize that it's giving so much money towards the baby. He has like 5 to 6 other. It's about 5, 6 children.
Well, they should have came on the TV.
And I know
all they've been
older.
seeing is the little baby. So
no, he has other kids.
The baby is in the forefront.
And then the GoFundMe has broken records.
That was my daddy. I'll be my daddy.
The GoFundMe has broken records. Unfortunately, mine didn't break any records.
Oh.
When I put mine up there concerning my kidney failure, but that's all right, y'all. I still love you. But y'all have helped me in other ways, so I ain't gonna.
Man, don't leave the people alone now.
Yeah, but
this is a quick one. I think we got anything else we want to talk about? Let me tell y'all something. Let's get down to the nitty gritty before we get off of here. To all my Caucasians, brothers and sisters, don't let your president put no extra file up under you. And have you thinking that, you know, we're going to go back to
We're not going to go back to my mama's days.
Such and such.
Boy, they picking cotton and all the rest of that
stuff. This a new generation, my baby.
It's going to be a revolution.
And I know I'm skinny and all and everything, but bruh.
But I'm ready for it.
Don't come over here with that crazy talking. Because I done had 2 encounters this week trying to order some stuff for my little studio. I got all kind of stuff. I wish y'all could just see
a mess.
All my thing. When I start doing my thing, and then I'm gonna see how much of a mess it's gonna be. She hating. But anyway,
you know what's amazing is they're coming out the woodwork.
Ooh!
They are coming out. I mean, prejudice, racism is real
on the rise.
On the rise.
It never went nowhere.
And then let me say this. People criticize Dax Prescott, the quarterback for the Cowboys, because he gave $1 million towards police reform. Why were y'all talking about him because of that?
We need it.
We need police reform.
Yes.
We need a whole new crew to be hired at each police agency that does extensive background checks, social media, and then you'll find out that a lot of these cops are KKK, white supremacy, all of that stuff. So yeah, we need it. Y'all talk about everything. Y'all talked about George Floyd's funeral being too long.
And why he had to have so many. This was a situation that needed to happen the way that it happened so that we could bring awareness to. Like somebody said, and my guy Donnie Rose said, he was the Emmett Till of our time.
Absolutely.
So let him lay out in state, baby. Let him lay out. Let the people see what the white man did to him.
Yeah.
Let the people see that. We need to see that. And these trolls coming on there posting, hey, I guess I need to get killed by a cop so I can get a funeral.
I was going back with them, and then at a certain point, I just said,
I told you just leave it alone.
I ain't going to say nothing about it. But
because it's ignorance.
My prayer is, and I know that they've turned the case over to another level. I forgot what the name of it is because they can't do it internally because they don't want any bias.
Of course.
So
thank you for that.
The African American man who it's turned over to, he said they will be prosecuted to the highest level of the law. But you got to realize, to the highest level of the law, it's not what we want. It might not end up being what we want. It's to the highest level of what the law says.
Oh,
so for those other three,
the charges that are brought up against
those other three, they I mean, I don't know exactly what their charges are, but I know the one that kneeled on his neck, he has like 4 or 5 charges against him.
But I do know that the Asian, they're saying, they played the video and they said if he gets a good attorney, what they're going to do is they're going to say his back was to him. So he really didn't see.
He knew.
And well, he did. But that is going to be his defense. He was dealing with the crowd. I read that somewhere. They were saying,
but the people were saying, you're going to kill him. You're going to kill him.
Right. But if you notice, he never really looked back. He was just still, I'm just saying.
If he does,
you get a good attorney, that's what we're going to be dealing with. But at the same time, we just have to hope and pray.
And but see, we as African Americans have to understand to the extent of the what the law says. Don't start burning up y'all city again when it's
Rodney King.
It's not what
it's gonna be Rodney King.
It's not what we want. They have to abide by, because they have attorneys that's going to say, you know, this under the law, this is not correct. So let's just pray that justice is served for
everybody that has lost their lives, for their families
since the beginning of January. Well, we talking about even Castile, yeah. So.
But anyway, I think we did our spill for the day. I'm looking at my battery; it's about to die. I don't know what the heck is wrong with this camera. But anyway, until next time, we're gonna try. Like we have been giving y'all videos every week. I don't know what happened.
It was my fault, Nikki, because I've been sick.
Now I did a review on my Bose earphones. Y'all probably don't care about that, but I'm gonna post it.
But too. I'm here. That's y'all want to see me. So peace, love, and joy.
Peace, love, and joy. Oh, that's your little saying.
Peace, love, and joy.
Peace, love, joy.
All right, that's good.
Like I always say, thank you guys for joining us here on the Erica Jones Show. Y'all gonna hear my little jingle that I came up with. Mike came up with. I have to beat Mike up sometimes and get on my nerves. But anyway, he does great work. Again,
give us some ideas, y'all, what you want us to talk about.
Please let us know what you want us to talk about next time. Always love yourself before anyone else. And keep social distance.
Put God first.
But, oh, Lord, Murthel Cunningham. Murthel Cunningham Sanders, what you say?
Put God first.
Put God first. It's Black Music Month.
Mm-hmm.
Learn something about an artist that you didn't know. And again, always love yourself before anyone else. Y'all don't tell your citizens stuff.
And we love you guys.
Stay safe. Stay, positive.
Mm-hmm.
We love you.